Brotherhood of the Naguals, Part 5. The Brotherhood, the Head of the Dragon. One day, I was approached by the Death Defier, who told me that the Brotherhood of the Naguals needed a new leader. I was just a young Nagual at the time, and I was unsure if I was ready to take on such a huge responsibility. Despite my reservations, the Death Defier convinced me to take on the challenge and become the head of the Brotherhood. I was nervous at first, but I quickly learned to embrace my role as the head of the Naguals. I continued to hone my skills and deepen my knowledge of the art of Nagualism, becoming a master in my own right. My leadership brought a new era of growth and development to the Brotherhood, and I continued to guide the group for many years. As the head of the Brotherhood, I witnessed countless amazing things, from the manipulation of perception to the exploration of parallel realities. And even though it was a great responsibility, I never regretted my decision to become the leader of the Naguals. To this day, I remain the head of the Brotherhood, guiding the next generation of Naguals on their path to mastery. As the head of the Brotherhood, I have the privilege of leading our meetings in both the physical and astral realms. At each gathering, I am inspired by the wisdom and growth of my fellow brothers and sisters. At one of our physical meetings, I found myself in deep conversation with several members of the Brotherhood. They shared their experiences and insights, and I was struck by the depth of their wisdom. One member named Luna spoke of her recent journey in the astral realm. "Uchu," she said, "I was exploring the depths of my consciousness, and I came face to face with a powerful entity. At first I was afraid, but then I remembered your teachings on protection, and I stood my ground. The entity revealed to me a hidden truth about my purpose in life, and I was forever changed." I nodded in agreement, knowing the transformative power of such encounters. "Luna, your courage is an inspiration to us all. The astral realm is a place of infinite possibility, and it is through such encounters that we truly awaken to our full potential." Another member, named Eduardo, spoke of his recent physical journey to a sacred site. "Uchu," he said, "I visited a temple in the mountains, and I was struck by the power of the energy there. I meditated for hours, and I felt a deep connection to the forces of the universe. It was a life-changing experience." I smiled, proud of Eduardo's dedication to his spiritual path. "Eduardo, your journey is a reminder to us all of the importance of seeking out sacred sites and connecting with the energy of the land. It is through such experiences that we deepen our connection to the second attention and to the universe." As the conversation continued, I was struck by the wisdom and growth of my fellow brothers and sisters. Each meeting of the Brotherhood is an opportunity for growth and connection, and I am honored to be part of such a special community. Together, we will continue to explore the limits of our consciousness and to awaken to our full spiritual potential. Fatimata. During my travels through Africa, I was lucky enough to spend 2 weeks with the Zulu people and to meet a healer named Fatimata. She was a powerful presence with a deep understanding of the interconnectedness of all things and a healing technique based on wholeness. I was struck by how similar her beliefs were to the core principles of Nagualism, and I knew immediately that I wanted her to become a part of our community. I approached Fatimata and shared with her my observations about the similarities between her beliefs and those of the sisterhood. I was overjoyed when she expressed interest in learning more about Nagualism and in becoming a part of our community. Over the next few days, Fatimata and I spent many hours discussing the principles of Nagualism and the role of the sisterhood. She was fascinated by the idea of exploring the limits of our consciousness and connecting with the forces of the universe. I was deeply impressed by her wisdom and her passion for healing, and I felt confident that she would be a valuable addition to our community. So I invited Fatimata to join the sisterhood, and she eagerly accepted. I felt a deep sense of connection to her, and was excited to see how she would grow and evolve within our community. As the head of the dragon, I am always on the lookout for individuals with a deep understanding of the interconnectedness of all things, and a commitment to healing. Fatimata was the perfect fit for our sisterhood, and I was honored to have played a role in bringing her into our community. The addition of Fatimata to the sisterhood has been a source of great growth and inspiration for all of us. Her wisdom and her passion for healing have added new depth to our community, and I am grateful to have her as a part of our journey. Maya. There was a seeker named Maya who yearned to connect with the essence of Mother Earth. She had heard whispers of a mystical journey that could take her to the very heart of the planet, where she could meet the essence of Mother Earth and receive her wisdom and advice. One day, Maya decided to embark on this journey. She meditated deeply, clearing her mind of all distractions and focusing her intention on traveling to the heart of Mother Earth. Slowly, she felt herself sinking deeper and deeper into a trance-like state. As she descended, she found herself in a dark and mysterious underground cave. The air was thick with the scent of damp earth, and the sound of trickling water echoed in the distance. Maya followed the sound until she came upon a sparkling river, which flowed with a bright, luminescent light. She followed the river deeper into the cave until she came to a large, open chamber. In the center of the chamber, she saw a figure of light which she immediately recognized as the essence of Mother Earth. Maya approached the figure, and as she did, she felt a rush of warm energy flowing through her body. She knelt down in front of the essence, and Mother Earth spoke to her. "Welcome, Maya. I have been waiting for you. I am the essence of Mother Earth, and I am here to offer you my wisdom and advice." Mother Earth then proceeded to impart upon Maya the secrets of her world and the importance of nurturing and caring for the planet. She explained that everything was connected and that the health of the planet was inextricably linked to the well-being of all living creatures. Maya listened intently, her heart filled with love and gratitude. When Mother Earth was finished speaking, Maya thanked her and began the journey back to the surface. As she emerged from the cave, Maya felt transformed. She felt a deeper connection to the earth and a renewed sense of purpose. She knew that she would carry the wisdom and advice of Mother Earth with her always, and she was determined to do her part in protecting and nurturing the planet. Physical and spiritual needs of Mother Earth. Physical needs. Conservation of natural resources and ecosystems, such as forests, oceans, and wildlife. Reduction of pollution and waste, including plastic and chemicals. Adoption of sustainable practices, such as renewable energy and conservation of water. Restoration of degraded lands and habitats. Support for biodiversity and the protection of endangered species. Spiritual needs. Connection to the natural world, and recognition of the interconnectedness of all living things. Respect for the sacredness of the earth and all life forms. Cultivation of a deeper understanding of the earth as a living being with its own consciousness and spirit. Nurturing a sense of stewardship and responsibility for the well-being of the planet. Recognition of the importance of inner peace and personal growth as integral to the health and balance of the planet. Xochitl lived in a small village in the mountains. She wanted to experience the powerful magic of the lower world and decided to embark on a journey to explore it and learn its secrets. Xochitl prepared for her journey by fasting and meditating for 3 days. On the 4th day, she found a quiet place in the forest and began her shamanic journey. She started by drumming and singing ancient songs to invoke the spirits. As she continued, she felt herself slipping into a trance-like state. She soon found herself in a dark and eerie underground world. The only light came from glowing mushrooms and the eyes of strange creatures lurking in the shadows. Xochitl was not afraid, however, as she had been trained in the ways of the shaman and knew how to protect herself. She walked deeper into the underworld, searching for the answers she sought. As she walked, she met many spirits, some friendly and others hostile. Xochitl used her shamanic powers to communicate with them and learn their secrets. She also encountered many challenges, such as navigating through treacherous caves and avoiding dangerous traps set by the spirits of the lower world. Finally, Xochitl came to the heart of the lower world, where she met the powerful spirit of the underworld, Mictlantecutli. Mictlantecutli tested Xochitl's strength and knowledge, but she proved herself to be a worthy shaman and was granted access to the wisdom and magic of the lower world. Xochitl spent many days in the lower world, learning about the spirits and gaining new powers. When she was ready, she said goodbye to Mictlantecutli and began her journey back to the upper world. When she returned, she brought with her the magic and wisdom she had acquired, making her an even more powerful shaman. From that day on, Xochitl was respected and revered by the people of her village. She used her powers for good, healing the sick and helping the poor. Although she never forgot the lessons she learned on her shamanic journey to the lower world, she always remained humble and grateful for the knowledge and magic she had been granted. In shamanic belief systems, the lower world is often considered a realm of the subconscious or spiritual realm that exists beneath the physical world. It is viewed as a place of personal power, where one can journey to access their inner wisdom and connect with the spirits of nature. The lower world is often depicted as a place of darkness, but also of growth and transformation. It is said to be home to powerful spirits and energies that can help or hinder the shaman on their journey. Some believe that it is a place where the spirits of the dead reside and where one can communicate with their ancestors and receive guidance from them. In a shamanic journey, the practitioner will often enter the lower world through a symbolic descent, such as climbing down a ladder or a rope, or through the use of drumming or other techniques to enter a trance state. Once there, they may encounter various spirits or other beings and undertake tasks or receive information that will help them on their path. The lower world is seen as a place of great potential and growth, but also of danger. It is important for the shaman to approach the lower world with respect and caution, as they may encounter negative energies or entities that could harm them. Nevertheless, a successful journey to the lower world can bring great spiritual insight and growth and can help the shaman deepen their connection to the spiritual realm and their own inner wisdom. Maria lived in the Amazon rainforest. Maria was known for her strong connection to the spirit world and her ability to heal others through her journeys to the upper world. One day, she decided to embark on a journey to the upper world, the realm of the gods and the ancestors, where she hoped to gain insight into the mysteries of life and receive guidance from the spirits. Maria prepared for a few days. She then went to a secluded spot in the jungle where she built a fire and began to drum and chant. As she drummed and chanted, She felt her consciousness start to shift, and she soon found herself transported to the upper world. The upper world was a place of light and beauty. Maria felt a sense of peace and wonder as she wandered through the bright landscapes, surrounded by spirits and animals of all kinds. She encountered many magnificent beings, and each of them offered her guidance and wisdom. Maria soon came upon an ancient spirit who lived in the upper world. This spirit was known as the Keeper of the Sky and was said to have the power to control the elements and bring good fortune to the living. Maria asked the Keeper of the Sky to share his wisdom with her. The Keeper of the Sky agreed and showed Maria a series of visions that revealed ancient secrets. Maria learned that the upper world was a place of peace and harmony where the spirits of the gods and ancestors resided. She saw that the spirits of the gods and ancestors were always watching over the living and guiding them on their path. She also saw that the upper world was a place of balance, where all life was in harmony with the elements and with each other. The upper world is seen as a spiritual realm that exists above the physical world. It is a place of light and wisdom, where one can journey to connect with powerful spirits and receive guidance and insight. The upper world is often depicted as a place of beauty and harmony, filled with light and radiant energy. It is home to powerful spiritual beings, including spirits of nature, ancestors, and other entities that are said to possess vast knowledge and power. In a shamanic journey, the practitioner will often enter the upper world through a symbolic ascent, such as climbing up a ladder or a rope, or through the use of drumming or other techniques to enter into a trance state. Once there, they may encounter various spirits or other beings and undertake tasks or receive information that will help them on their path. The upper world is seen as a place of great potential and growth and is often sought out for its wisdom and guidance. It is important for the shaman to approach the upper world with respect and caution, as the energies and entities that reside there can be intense and overwhelming. Nevertheless, a successful journey to the upper world can bring great spiritual insight and growth, and can help the shaman deepen their connection to the spiritual realm and their own inner wisdom. The Stone. When I was a young Nagual on a quest to deepen my understanding of the spiritual world, I had heard of a wise and powerful Nagual woman who lived in Mexico, and I felt drawn to meet this person and learn from her. So I set out on my journey, and after several days of traveling, I arrived in Mexico. I searched for the wise Nagual woman and eventually found her in a remote village near the mountains. The Nagual woman lived in a small hut surrounded by a lush jungle, and I felt a sense of peace and tranquility as I approached her home. I knocked on the door, and a voice from inside invited me to enter. I stepped inside and saw the Nagual, who was an elderly indigenous woman with piercing eyes and a kind smile. I introduced myself and explained why I had come to visit her. She listened to my story and then invited me to sit and talk with her. We talked for hours, and she shared her wisdom and knowledge of the energy world with me. She told me of her own journey as a Nagual and how she had learned to master her energy and connect with the spirit world, the eagle. I was fascinated by the Nagual stories and felt a deep connection with her. As the night passed, I felt a bond forming between us, and I knew that this was a meeting that was meant to be. The Nagual woman and I shared a deep understanding of the spiritual world and the secrets of existence, and I felt grateful for the time we spent together. After our conversation, she gave me a gift, a small stone that she said would help me connect with the spirit world. She told me that whenever I felt lost or uncertain, I should hold the stone and remember our meeting. I left her hut feeling grateful and inspired. Our meeting had been a turning point in my journey, and I felt a strong connection to her and the spiritual world. I knew that I would carry the lessons I had learned with me forever, and that our bond would never be broken. Years passed, and I continued on my journey as a Nagual. I faced many challenges, but I always held on to the stone the Nagual woman had given me, and I remembered our meeting. I felt her presence with me, and I knew that our bond was strong and unbreakable. I was forever grateful for our encounter, and I knew that our connection would last a lifetime. Note: for shamans, stones are more than just inanimate objects. They are considered to have a consciousness, energy, and power that can influence the physical and spiritual world. Shamans believe that stones have been around for a very long time and have therefore accumulated a vast amount of knowledge and wisdom. This knowledge and wisdom, along with the energy that stones hold, can be accessed by shamans during their spiritual journeys to help heal and bring balance to individuals and communities. In shamanic practices, stones are often used as tools for divination and healing, and are respected for the power and energy they hold. Tatawari, fire. I was sitting with my apprentices around the fire. The flame flickers and dances, illuminating the faces of my pupils as they listen intently to my words. I am teaching them how to connect to our ancestors, using the powerful spirit of the fire. Close your eyes, I instruct, and let the fire's energy flow into your body. Feel its warmth, its strength, its vitality. This is the spirit of the fire, and it holds within it the wisdom and guidance of our ancestors. I pause, allowing my apprentices to focus on the flame. I can see their breathing slow as they connect with the spirit of the fire. Now, call upon the ancestors, I say. Ask them to reveal their wisdom to you. Ask them to guide you on your path. The spirit of the fire will carry your request to them. The fire crackles and pops, as if in response to my apprentice's requests. I can feel the energy shifting, becoming more powerful and more intense. The ancestors are listening. Listen to the fire, I say. Hear its voice. Allow its wisdom to flow into you. Let it guide you on your journey. For what feels like hours, my apprentices sit in silence, communing with the fire and the ancestors. I can see the peace and understanding on their faces as they receive the guidance they seek. Finally, I speak up. It is time to return, I say. Thank the ancestors for their wisdom and guidance, and return to the present moment. And now, open their eyes, smiling with a newfound sense of peace and clarity. I am proud of them and what they have learned today. Remember, I tell them, the spirit of the fire will always be here for you. Whenever you need guidance, call upon the ancestors and the fire. They will guide you on your path. Note: in Nagualism, the spirit of fire, also known as Tatawari, is a powerful and revered entity that is believed to hold great wisdom and spiritual significance for shamans. The fire is seen as a mediator between the physical and spiritual worlds, a bridge between the seen and the unseen. For a shaman, connecting with the spirit of fire is a way to tap into the wisdom and guidance of their ancestors and other spiritual entities. Through the fire, they can receive insight and direction on their personal journey and in their work as healers and spiritual leaders. In rituals and ceremonies, the fire is often used as a focal point for meditation and prayer. Shamans may use the flame to cleanse and purify themselves and others, to ask for blessings and protection, and to communicate with the spiritual realm. In short, for a shaman, the spirit of fire represents a powerful source of spiritual connection, wisdom, and guidance, and is an essential part of their spiritual practice and beliefs. Water. I am standing at the edge of a clear, calm lake, with my apprentices by my side. The sun is shining down on the water, casting a shimmering glow over its surface. I am here to teach my apprentices about the powerful spirit of the waters. Close your eyes, I instruct, and let the water's energy flow into your body. Feel its coolness, its gentleness, its tranquility. This is the spirit of the water, and it holds within it the wisdom and healing power of the divine. I pause, allowing my apprentices to connect with the spirit of the water. I can see their breathing slow as they become one with the element. Now call upon the divine, I say. Ask for guidance and healing. The spirit of the water will carry your request to the divine. The water ripples, as if in response to my apprentice's requests. I can feel the energy shifting, becoming more powerful and more calming. The divine is listening. Listen to the water, I say. Hear its voice. Allow its wisdom to flow into you. Let it heal and restore you. For what feels like hours, my apprentices stand in silence, communing with the water and the divine. I can see the peace and understanding on their faces as they receive the guidance they seek. Finally, I speak up. It is time to return, I say. Thank the divine for their wisdom and guidance, and return to the present moment. My apprentices open their eyes, smiling with a newfound sense of peace and clarity. I am proud of them and what they have learned today. Remember, I tell them, the spirit of the water will always be here for you. Whenever you need guidance and healing, call upon the divine and the water. They will guide and heal you. Note: in Nagualism, the spirit of water is seen as a powerful and life-giving force that is both nurturing and cleansing. It is often associated with emotions, intuition, and healing, and is sometimes thought to be a source of spiritual power and wisdom. For a shaman, working with the spirit of water may involve engaging in rituals and meditations that involve bodies of water, or using symbols and imagery related to water in their spiritual practices. The goal is often to tap into the power and wisdom of the spirit of water in order to heal, purify, and bring balance to one's own life and the entire world. The Eagle. My dear apprentices, let me tell you a story. Once upon a time, there was a wise and powerful eagle known throughout the land as a master of magic. The eagle lived high in the mountains, and many seekers from far and wide would come to learn from him. As we walk through the forest, I want to share with you the story of one such seeker who came to the eagle in search of knowledge and power. This seeker was a young man, eager and determined, but also impatient and lacking in discipline. The eagle could see this and decided to put the young man to the test. The eagle took the young man on a journey deep into the forest, where they encountered all manner of challenges and obstacles. The young man grew frustrated and angry, but the eagle remained calm and composed, showing him how to navigate the challenges with grace and ease. As they journeyed on, the young man began to understand the importance of patience, discipline, and humility, and he started to see the world in a different way. He began to see the magic all around him, in the trees and the animals, in the wind and the stars. Finally, they came to a clearing in the forest, and the eagle revealed to the young man the greatest secret of all, that the world is alive with magic, and that anyone can tap into this magic with the right attitude and understanding. The young man was transformed by this realization, and he returned to the world as a changed person, with a newfound sense of purpose and power. And so, my apprentices, I hope that this story will inspire you, as it did for the young man, to seek out the magic that is all around us, and to understand that with patience, discipline, and humility, anything is possible. Note: in the Nagual tradition, the concept of the eagle represents a powerful force that is the source of all creation. According to this belief system, the eagle creates the reality we experience through a process known as the descent of the luminous filaments. These filaments are believed to pour down from the eagle, creating both the physical world and the spiritual realm. In this worldview, the eagle is seen as a symbol of power, wisdom, and freedom, and is often associated with the idea of total freedom. This refers to a state of being in which an individual is completely free from the constraints of ordinary reality and is able to access a higher, more expansive state of awareness. For practitioners of Nagualism, the goal is to connect with the eagle and tap into its power in order to bring about transformative change in their lives. This is typically done through spiritual practices such as meditation, visualization, and dream work, which are designed to help individuals access the spiritual realm and become more aware of the luminous filaments that create reality. In this way, Nagualism offers a unique perspective on the nature of reality and the role of the individual in shaping it. By connecting with the eagle and accessing its power, practitioners are able to break free from the constraints of ordinary reality and tap into a higher state of awareness, in which they can create the life they desire and bring about positive change in the world around them. Intent. Intent is a powerful force that is capable of shaping reality. According to the Toltecs, the universe is shaped by an infinite number of beings who possess intent, and by developing one's own intent, a person can gain control over their experiences and reality. They describe intent as a type of energy that is capable of influencing the world, and that by focusing on one's intent, a person can achieve a desired outcome. In Toltec teachings, developing one's intent involves learning to observe the world without judgment and to act with purpose, without being attached to the outcome. They also stress the importance of being present in the moment and being aware of one's thoughts and emotions. Field note: a wise old man told me about the power of intent. He explained that by focusing my thoughts and desires, I could shape my reality and create positive change in my life. At first, I was a bit skeptical. How could simply thinking about something make it happen? But the old man assured me that it was possible, and he taught me how to develop my intent. I began by setting specific, positive goals for myself. I wrote them down and focused on them every day, visualizing myself, achieving them, and feeling the emotions that came with that success. I also started paying attention to my thoughts and emotions, making sure to keep them positive and focused on my goals. To my surprise, things started to change. Opportunities that I never would have imagined began to present themselves, and I found myself making progress toward my goals in ways that I never could have predicted. I felt more confident and in control of my life, and I was filled with a sense of purpose and happiness. As I continued to practice using my intent, the changes in my life became more and more pronounced. I was able to overcome obstacles that once seemed insurmountable, and I was able to achieve things that I never thought were possible. My relationships improved, my career took off, and I was able to find joy and fulfillment in every aspect of my life. The power of intent truly changed my life for the better. By focusing my thoughts and desires, I was able to shape my reality and create positive change. And I know that with continued practice, not even the sky's the limit.